Welcome to the Techie Mate YouTube channel. Okay, so if you've been following along, we've been working through looking at different types of networks using this online network simulator. We've covered the basics of computer networks. We've had a look at different types of packets. We've used the ICMP protocol to see how pings work. We've looked at routing and modems, and we've had a look at some spoofing attacks, IP spoofing, and stealing packets. We've moved on to denial of service attack, so a basic DOS attack using one computer. We've looked at how we can use multiple computers to carry out a distributed DOS attack, and then we've looked at a Smurf attack, which is the one that's commonly used to take down large websites by making use of lots of other computers that are obviously connected to the internet. In my previous video, we had a look at how a man-in-the-middle attack works, and for today's video, we're going to have a look at censorship and the traceroute. So for the censorship, the idea of this level is that Alice is allowed to browse to allowed websites, but she's not allowed to go to a blocked website because it's censored through this switch. However, if we look at the network, we also have a proxy server. So we can use the proxy server to send a message from Alice's computer and gain access to the blocked website, making use of a proxy server. So the server will take packets that are destined to it and redirect them to the blocked website. And since the censor can only see the link between Alice and the proxy, it doesn't know what sites Alice is connecting to. So in here, we are going to add Alice as our source IP. And we're going to change this one to proxy and click update. Now I'm going to refresh the network. So we can see this packet of data is from Alice to the allowed site, and this one as well. This one's going to the block site. So the allowed one gets through and the blocked one gets stopped by the censor. So if I restart this and press our new packet to add our new packet to the network, we can see it's being sent from Alice and it's going to go to the proxy. So off it goes to the proxy, and the proxy will then forward it on to our blocked website. Yay, well done. On to the next level. So for this level, this traceroute, if we look at our packet of data, we can see it's being sent from Alice to Google. And we've got this ICMP, which we know is how we ping computers. Something new in this network is the TTL, which in this case has been set to 256. You can think of a TTL as the number of hops in a network. So if I click on this one here, I'm going to send from Alice to Google. I'm going to set this as 0 for our first TTL and set the protocol to ICMP and click add. Now it's important when I press play on this that we watch what the data packet does as it travels through the network. So if I press play, we can see our data packet here. It's from Alice to Google. Our TTL is 0. and we can see that it's got to Waterloo for this one. Okay, so this is Waterloo, whereas it was secret. So I'm going to add a new packet. This one's Alice, and I'm going to say Waterloo. So that's our first one, and set that to 0. So Alice, secret. Set a protocol to ICMP. Click add. So if this is 0, this one's going to be 1, this one will be 2, and this one's going to be 3. So currently, if we click on these devices, we can see that that's secret, this one's secret, this one's secret, and then this is Google. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to change this first packet that we sent. I'm going to change that to 1. Click on update and press play. So this time it's going to pass, so 0. It should go to this number 1. And what we actually need is the information when it comes back. So we can see this is Toronto. So I'm going to add another one for Toronto. ICMP, and that was 1. And then I'm going to change this again. This time we're going to change this TTL to 2. Click on update, click play. So this will go from Alice's computer 0, 1, and 2. So computers, whilst we don't think of 0 as being meaningful in computing, 0 is still counted. And if I click on that, we can see this one's New York. So I'll copy that one, create another packet, New York, and Alice, and that was ICMP, and that was 2. So we've got 0, 1, and 2. So it's 0, 1, and 2. And now we're going to create one more for this packet here. So this is going to be 3. Click on update, click play. It's going to go through the first 3 and then hit this one and return. And when it returns, it will give us the name of this secret network. So Alice to Google. Oops. So when this comes back, so this one's called Mountain View. Copy that. Click add. So Alice, ICMP, and that was 0, 1, 2, 3. So click add. So if I restart this now, and then click each one of these in turn, and that should send a ping to each of the 4 routers between Alice and Google, and that's exactly what we're doing. Look. There we go. Well done. we have completed the NetSim. I wouldn't go as far as to say you're officially a hacker, but I hope you had fun and enjoyed understanding how these different technologies are used and understand a bit more about computer networks. As ever, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in some future videos. Bye for now.